and very good evening to everyone here. You're hearing the voice of Nick C here for Touring With Us, and Q&A with Nick C and Juliani buzzing follows in just under, I would say, 3 minutes time from now. Please brace yourself and get yourself ready, get yourself a cup of tea whilst you wait, and we hopefully have some moderators in the chat, some new and some that have been with us for quite some time. So of course, feel free to ask us any questions, as we are open to questions, and Juliani buzzing will be with me in a kind of split format. I haven't split up with him, by the way, but yeah, he's still with me here, a bit like a GB News studio here. You'll see it when it comes up in just a moment. Please stay with us and brace yourself. Stay with the one you're on as we follow for the Q&A only on Touring With Us. I did say only on Touring With Us. Hello and a very good evening to you all. Let's hopefully we get some interest here, and welcome to not GB News Studio, but of course, yes, it is Touring With Us Studio here, wherever you are watching here. I might look a bit more darker than Julian. Julian's got to look into the camera more than me. So, yeah, hello to you, Julian.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Hopefully people can, and yeah, welcome along to the show that hopefully never ends.
Do stand by.
And the golden sort of feeling as well. If you're watching absolutely anyway.
It is a Q&A.
It is a Q&A, and if everybody sends us a like, that would be amazing here. We are doing a bonus kind of live tonight. And sorry, I'm looking on your camera. I don't know why I'm doing that.
We'll be on for about an hour or so.
We will be on for an hour or so, and feel free to come in the chat. Don't be shy about it. Come and say hello. That's what the chat is all about here.
Any questions you'd like to answer?
Exactly. If you're watching on replay, of course you can comment on that as well.
That's what we do.
And of course, yeah, it actually states on the screen we're live here. Don't interrupt me, Julian. Wait until I introduce you. This is Juliani buzzing here, so of course, look into that camera, Julian. Look over there, not at me.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Q&A show tonight on Touring With Us.
Absolutely.
So any questions, please do forward it.
Yeah, this is the first time we're doing a split screen, by the way.
If you want to know what we do and what we don't do, and what our plans are, and we are.
That's what we're all about here on this.
We don't do plans. We don't plan it for
Q&A. That's what the Q&A is.
So, I'll tell you briefly. There is some sort of music sometimes. There's
Jeremy.
Show. Hang on.
Jeremy is going to be on the chat, by the way.
That's right.
He said I'll log on. He said see then how you set up as a moderator. I think I've already set you as a moderator. So Jeremy, if you are watching, massive hello to you, and a shout, or maybe a mention. I don't like the word shout because it sounds like you're shouting down the street or something like that.
Say out to Nikki Gibbs and her family as well.
Yeah, that's another moderator based in Hatfield. Based in Hatfield. Don't talk over me, Julian.
But yeah, based on whatever it is.
So
I'm trying to inform you.
yeah, I think Jeremy is already a moderator. I did set that up already, so you might come up as a spanner. So if you come and say hello in the chat, and of course that way I can know that you are watching, and also I can actually then explain there's a spanner that comes up when you're a moderator. So yeah, hopefully we'll see Jeremy in the chat very, very soon this evening. Even if he's the only viewer, it really doesn't matter. But of course, if you are watching on replay, then we do appreciate that. Wait until I bring you in, Julian. You've got to remember that.
Yeah, don't forget to...
Because otherwise it sounds a bit strange.
If you see touring us on your phones, do promote us if you can. We do music, we do sports occasionally, we do live tours when it's weather-wise and that kind of thing, and talk shows like tonight and that kind of thing. So if you're interested in listening to what we say, we are sort of streaming live at the moment, but we do have 50-50 say what we like to do, and we might ask you questions. Do you think it's something too early to do this, or too late to do it, or something like that? It's over to the audience. That's what they predict.
Hopefully we'll have more people in the chat tonight, because this is the first time.
Carry on.
Yep, this is the first time that we are doing this like a split screen kind of thing, because you know, it's much easier to do that, and Julian needs to look at his camera, otherwise he looks like he's talking to me all day, and he's not talking to the audience, that kind of thing.
No, I'm looking at the camera.
Well, don't look at the camera, don't ignore that. I'll get the habit of it, don't worry about it, Julian, it's one of those things.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, we are on Twitter, we're getting a lot of huge following on that. If you're watching on Twitter, we do a Q&A on a sort of twice a month basis, and if you're interested in sort of being a guest on the show, we welcome you at any time, and of course we'll try and promote you as a guest, even if you're an artist or just someone that really wants to come on and have a chat with us about general life, really. That's basically how we are going to approach it here. You notice I'm using a webcam which we actually bought from the recent store that we visited, actually, which is slightly better than Poundland, actually. It's actually something that stretches really, really long. But yeah, there's one in Haverhill, Suffolk, and there's quite a few of them as chains dotted around. But yeah, it's a webcam that it's not bad, actually, which is the webcam that you're watching on right now. I might appear a little bit more darker than Julian. That's because he's on an iPhone 7. So, yeah, this here I'm showing you right now is actually a Samsung A12. Not many people will tell you about equipment like this, but, of course, you're getting it exclusively here. And we try not to hide anything. Obviously, we won't give too much personal details away, but of course, equipment-wise, you get a rough idea. So, yeah, get up and start your own YouTube channel is the best advice, but of course, you can always ask us where you'd like us to go, or if you have something in mind that you'd like us to focus on. Like we done the Free Food Haverhill, which was quite nice to do. We had an interview with Matt Yarwood, and of course I haven't met Laura, but of course that's the partner of the co-founder of the Free Food Haverhill. But yeah, massive hello to him, and hello to, of course, Jeremy, who may be tuning in at some point this evening. Hopefully he comes on the chat and says hello within the hour. We have to wait and see if that is the case. Right. So, yeah, I'm going to promote this on the We Love East Anglia page.
Can I interrupt you there?
Because I don't think many people know about us yet.
Can I interrupt you there?
Absolutely. Go on then.
Yeah.
Say what you're going to say.
Advert, so for musicians, I want to point it out.
So talk about your nice and relaxing show whilst we're waiting. Well, yeah, talk about that because it's relevant, actually.
Well, yeah, but this is part.
Get on with it now. We want to hear about the nice and relaxing show, where it is and where can people find it.
Yeah, nice and relaxing show. It's on the YouTube Touring With Us page. It's mainly classical music, sort of like easy listening keyboard organ music. Now, as I said, we haven't done much of that as a whole, but to do with the videoing and the other time to do it. We do videos now and then on that case. So on another case to do music, you can join a member with a little bit of fee of a year. If you are a music scholar or an organ scholar from Cambridge or somewhere else in East Anglia, if you want to come to be a member of an organist association, which comes to events, AGM meetings and things like that, we need some young people coming in as if we can. Otherwise it'll unfold in places. But the membership is about £15 for adults. If you are a student, it's normally roughly about £10 a year. They go to talks about music, organs, and pipes, and things like that, and they go and have a play on some organs when you can do, which you can do, and you have meetings as well. There's freshmen in it as well, so that's not too bad. That's where the money goes. It's a charity cause, so if anyone's interested in playing the keyboard or piano or work your way up to the organ, just give us a bus on touring with us.
A bus?
No,
a bus?
Touring with us, I mean.
Yeah, what do you mean a bus?
No, I don't mean a bus, a touring with us, I said.
Yeah, oh right, I thought you said touring with bus.
No, touring with us.
Touring with bus.
Touring with us at gmail.
Touring on a bus.
Is that right, Nick? Touring us at gmail.com. Or
that's a good one, actually. Touring on a bus. I thought of that one with a jam sandwich.
There is a website, Cambridge Organs Association website. Do check that out on Google for more information, or contact Juliani Buzzing for more information, because I am a member of the association for about since I was 2015, I think it was, and I've been a member since. You get to play on these different organs.
So what is the Cambridge Organist Association? Tell us what it is.
Well, is
it a charity? Is it?
Well, it is kind of charity event.
Community event, like
kind of charity.
We are.
It's very similar, yeah. But we have a patron, we have a membership, we have a president, we have a membership secretary. That's where you pay money for subscriptions every year. We have a few members, half 100 members there at the moment. If you can't make to the events, you have to say, sorry, I can't make it. You have to have an email, so they know your email address, so they can send you letters every season. So it's about 4 times a year you get a letter, like autumn letter, winter letter, summer letter, and spring letter, for events where you can join and play and listen to other. It's a bit like a school, if you think about it. You go to learn about one occasion you'll learn about organ cases or something like that, or somebody gives you a talk at talks. There is places like we go to have a look at organs. There is an organ builder there, which comes from Cambridge, so it's called Norman Horn Sons. It's a very small firm who does Hayville Church. It's a builder, so if you want to look up builders online, you would have to go to National Pipe Organ Register, which is NPOR, on Google, then search the address. It tells you the builder but not the tuner, so be aware of that. It might not be always updated on some organs, so be aware. There's a lot of different organs of
be aware, you mean,
of the specification of the church that you look, or the cathedral, or a place that you want to look where we are going to play. For instance, like Hayville will be on there. For instance, I think a lot of Cambridge College will be on there, and they'll be updated. Norwich Cathedral, all things on East Anglia and so on, to do with that. So bear in mind that's what COA is. Do check that up on Google. Sometimes the website is not always up to date, but for more information, touringwithus@gmail.com. Is that right?
Absolutely.
And get in touch with Juliani, maybe on
As in Juliani buzzing.
Buzzing on Facebook, social media, on Messenger. If you want to contact me about the COA, we need members that can be from music, who wants to study from school, interested in piano, keyboard, and organ. So that's 3 things. Or a music scholar from the colleges. That's what we need. So we need that sort of oomph in the society. So that is an organisation. That's information. You know what I told you. So bear in mind that. So it's over to Nicky Lani or Nicky, whatever you call it.
No, Nick C.
Nick C. So that's my inclusion on that one. So pass over.
So I'm just looking at the Dan Wotton Tonight group, which I'm really pleased that it's still going and not being axed. So yeah, that is fantastic news that it's going to continue as it is. And yeah, I'm trying to look for my comments on there. I don't know if they've been cancelled, but of course, yeah. Oh no, nothing usually is cancelled on that site there. Of course, we did a poll on there. Would you donate to GB News on a monthly basis? Well, a lot of people say not now because of the recent situation. I'm not going to go into details, but I think most of you know what that is. Only 7% have said yes, and no is 93%. So yeah, it's quite astonishing about that. And of course, 4 people have loved that on that Twitter, which is now X page, and we've had some comments on it as well. And yeah, it's difficult to get the comments up when you put it on that little kind of, I don't know, bubble thing. And of course, yeah, it can be really annoying. So yeah, a lot of people, well, about 3 others liked the post as well. So yeah, what other people saying then? Somebody says the Bully Boys need to learn to play nicely, lost their integrity over the handling of recent events at GB News. Somebody said no, not now, I wouldn't. And somebody said not a chance. All the best presenters either suspended or sacked. Don't look good. Scrounging from viewers. They have. Shame. I think that's what they're saying there. And if they reinstate Dan, Calvin, Lawrence and David Starkey, and I didn't know he went as well, and start reporting honestly again, I would give them £10 a month. Then again, they wouldn't need it because they'll be popular anyway.
It could be a little bribe in there somewhere.
Interesting there. So yeah, might do if Dan is reinstated. It's all about, of course, people wanting Dan back. Most people, but not everybody.
I think it is missing in it.
Not everybody would agree to that, but anyway, it is a little bit sort of flat.
Who thinks Christmas is coming too early?
That's a good question out there. Is Christmas too early? We'll probably ask that question on the Dan Wotton Tonight group. I'm glad that group is still going, as I said today. And yeah, we are here about the actual channel itself mainly, and just talking about some of the video content that we have been doing, such as, of course, recently we went to, well, of course, it's been mainly me going to these places, especially at night, to Hitchin, a place in Hertfordshire. And I'm due to go to another place in Hertfordshire soon. Hopefully we'll get some interest on that as well. So we've only had 1 like so far. We've had 2 now as we speak. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Is it the thumbs up? Is it?
It is. So if we can get some more, keep the thumbs up going. We really do appreciate that.
Any questions?
I'm glad that we can be heard as well, because I normally ask you the question, can you lot hear us? Let us know and jot it down in the comments if you can hear us or not.
Say who you are and
where you're watching from.
And why you
What we ask you normally.
Would you like this channel? Do you? Hopefully you do.
Of course, as always, we do have the GoFundMe and the PayPal link if anybody's interested, and we have a merchandise as well, which is up and running on our eBay account. So yeah, if you are interested in any of the mugs, key rings, and of course
shirts
within the mugs, and shirts as well, and the mugs are sort of something that you can buy, and we throw in an extra postcard to go with it, signed by us as well. Exclusive postcards that you won't see anywhere. What's that?
We had a flash there, so
a flash.
A camera flash.
Oh, that was probably a ghost or something. If you believe in it. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know how many of you actually believe in ghosts. So hopefully we'll get some moderators tuning in tonight. So yeah, we'd like to say hello to them if they are coming in tonight.
Do come in
and say hello. I just said hi all. That was probably me, no doubt, or maybe it was a robot that we don't know about.
Don't be shy to
come and say hello. Can we have the first person to say hello? And normally what we used to do is nominate a star of the show. We haven't had to do that for quite some time. That's probably because we haven't been live for a long time as well, so that is quite fascinating.
My first person to come in the show gets an East Town Park book.
Yeah.
And you've got
East Town Park book?
Yeah.
You mean postcard?
No, it's a book. I've got a spare book.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're looking at that camera.
Do you want me to show the audience?
What's that? East Town Park book. Oh, yeah, go and get it. So, yeah, anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, it's one of these. I'll show you here. One of these books. The first person to come in with a name.
Yeah, will win one of those for free.
The first three could win it. Three.
Have you got 3 copies of?
Yeah, I've got 3.
You've got 3 copies of that.
And plus a Yarmouth book. I've got plenty of them
to give away tonight. We want to give it away.
We don't want to give anyone of that.
By the way, Julian here has.
If we have nobody, it rings
this
on.
hat man who isn't wearing a hat.
No, that's hat man.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Don't want to get too mad, Julian.
Oh no.
Otherwise, I'll start whacking you on the head with it.
No. Does anyone know what a slaphead is?
Don't look at me, Julian. You're looking at your audience, Julian. You keep looking at me.
Well, the first 3 to buzz in with these, with a name and saying...
not that camera.
Yeah.
Camera number 1.
Camera number 1.
There you go. What's your Union Jackass? Or your Greatest Britain?
Greatest Britain is 3 people come up with their names. They will see one of these if they know their address and tell us where you are or meet us if you are local. And 3 of these, the first one will get the Yarmouth book, and the second one and the third one will get these, and the first one will get these as well. And it's East Town Park. We'll talk about more of that in the summer.
So the first one to put their name in the chat, in the live chat, which is on the right hand side. We should see one of our, at least one moderator tonight at some point. I don't know who it's going to be. It might be several coming in later on, but of course at least one. We may not even get any, but we'll have to wait and see. But if they come in the chat, come on and speak on the chat, then of course people will know who a moderator is by the spanner next to the actual name. Can you actually demonstrate this, Julian?
Demonstrate what?
Can you get into like the nice and relaxing count or something like that?
Not really, no.
Well, yes, you can on your phone.
No, my phone's...
no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
You've got to demonstrate for the people.
I can't because it
doesn't matter. Yeah, don't worry about it. You can always charge it later.
No, I'm not worried about that. No, I can't explain that because it's more complicated than you think.
It's not.
Just
we'll bring it in.
No,
I can't do it at the moment because unless you use this one.
Well, use that one because it's easier.
Well, you've got to.
Because it's a bigger phone.
You've got to start learning on that one because
it's a small phone, isn't it? Well, the first one that comes in will win these 2. These 2 books.
First one comes in the chat now.
The other 2 will only win those one of these. So quick quick. We might not get anybody, but you never know. If you don't get anybody tonight, it'll roll on to the next Q&A or the next live show we do. Come on, first come, first serve. Come on.
Has anyone heard of new subscriber Sharat Chandra Pula Hotla? Isn't it? Doesn't really ring a bell. I don't know, but I mean, I've never heard of that one before.
Where has that come from?
I don't know. It just come up from somewhere.
Well, if you're having a name, don't have your names back to front because it gets confusing. So we'll say blogs.
Well, we know Kay Payne. We know who that one is.
Yeah, but
that one's from Watford, by the way.
Yeah, but if you say blogs Natalie or blogs Claire Natalie, it sounds a bit stupid because you're thinking blogs.
Not quite sure who.
If it Natalie blogs, it would be fine.
I'm not quite sure who. S Soul 2013. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's come from Twitter or not. I wish people come up and tell us.
Come and tell us.
Tell us where you actually saw us from. If you're coming from Twitter, which is now X, let us know. We need some people so we know who has come from where, whether it's come from Facebook. It doesn't really matter. We're not really that desperate, but of course we want to know. It'd be very interesting where the audience comes from.
We don't want stage names, please. Just your proper name, that'd be fine.
Even if you come from Sudbury, even if you come from Cambridge, Bury St Edmunds.
And was it get confusing to know who you are?
Yeah, exactly.
It's alright if you're doing your own show.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's all we're interested in.
No, if you're into drama, yes, that's a different story. Just say say your name is James or James or say J Linnington. That's your surname, J Linnington, or James W. Something like that, or something round about that. You know, if your name is James, put your name as James W. You don't have to have your surname, but I mean you can put James what. You know. Say where you're watching from and
hit that thumbs up.
Hit a thumbs up if you can. If you like the channel, what we do music, sport, and live talks and live walks when the weather's okay, and details of different towns as well as a little bit of seaside. So the first person to come in the channel will win those two. If you don't get nothing by 9:30, we'll run it over to the next show until someone does get it.
Yeah.
So the next two.
We are on our bonus Q&A tonight. Well, we thought we'd do a bonus one, although we haven't said bonus in the actual description.
The two runners up will get this one, that one. The first one will get those two.
Mm-hmm. So can we show that to the cameras here?
If we can, yeah.
It's this one here.
Well, we need to get rid of these because it's nearly out of season.
But that one will show it a bit more clearer there.
So you'll get a basic.
Use your camera to show things like that.
This is this year's version of Yarmouth Seaside. Whoever haven't been there, do have a look at the book there, and it's got what it's got on there. It's got loads of stuff. It's got a little map there as well. It tells you. This is year's map, so that's why it has. We have to get rid of these. That's quick. Otherwise, we might not be able to get the Yarmouth this year, but it's near enough the same. What's going to be next year? But they might do a different book next year. I don't know. It's got lots of things, events, things to do, that kind of thing. So first come, first serve. That's basically what it is. It's a Yarmouth magazine and a East Ham Park in Haverhill, Suffolk, from East Anglia. Who hasn't been to East Anglia, it's free to park there up to certain times. During the winter, it's 6 o'clock, the car park closes. You can walk your dogs there if you've got a dog there. There is a shop when it is open, but the shop opens from Easter to October. I think you wouldn't find the shop open now at the moment because it's getting a bit chilly.
So
when you come to it next year, if you do come to see it, so we have a map here. A little map there. And you see a little bit here. There's a massive map on it there like It's a lovely place there. So someone could be very lucky to win that. We'll see. We'll see. Those two are the ones that are on the case. So first come first. First name comes in there. We'll win it, and if we get it tonight, it's a small chance. But whoever comes from the chat, please say.
So, exactly.
So those are the bonus gifts. We don't normally give out gifts, but I mean, as it's a questionnaire, we do. So as to get people on our channel, that's another thing we do. We get people trying to get people on the channel. It's very difficult to get people on the channel because they don't always switch on. They switch on to something else, or
now, of course, I just want to show. Of course, moderators, how to actually become a moderator once you decide to. Oh, my camera is going a bit funny here. So I don't know whether you can see that, guys. Okay. Oh, hang on. It's not very easy to see, is it? So hold it up to the camera, Julian, onto your camera. That's it. Go a bit closer. Now, of course, there's a thing on the right-hand side, of course. No, yeah, it is right-hand side. It should say We Love East Anglia here. And what we're going to do, actually, is come on there and hopefully, by a bit of luck, I'm able to bring this one as a moderator. So, of course, We Love East Anglia, it says here, and I'll bring the camera back here, it actually says, I don't know if you can see it on the camera itself, I might have to show you on the actual, if I move the camera around here, you might be able to see it a little bit more better here, and there's a chat little thing there, and what it does actually do, it enables you to add as a moderator, which is the bottom one, which is what we need. So as I've said hello on the chat, I'm now going to add as a moderator. It's got two choices: a standard moderator or a managing moderator there. So it's a standard moderator that you need. Managing moderator is probably me. Probably it's somebody that runs it, and a standard moderator is just a standard moderator, a bit like on Facebook. Very, very similar. So I'm now appointed We Love East Anglia, for example's sake, as a moderator. So it, comes up when, of course, there's a message comes up on the screen with We Love East Anglia, and it should give us a little tool, like a spanner tool, showing that you are a moderator. So that's basically how it works. I don't know if you can see that very well, but of course that's an idea. So yeah, put that back to Julian. So I don't know whether you saw that, ladies and gentlemen, but of course, yeah, hopefully you got an idea. So yeah, I do apologise about the camera work there.
Are we on?
We are on. We are live here and in living colour. Yeah, and I do stand by with us here. So now it's showing up on the screen here. Oh, it's that one you need to know. There we go. Is that easier to read? It's probably not coming out very well. But it says you are now a standard moderator for this channel. It's a new thing that they've actually put. The creator trusts you to help them to build a positive and safe community. Now you can, of course, delete inappropriate messages should they arise. Put a participate in timeout, which is timeout basically. Put a participant in timeout, okay? And you can also hide someone from the channel and manage messages held for review as well, if you understand all that. I'm sure there'll be somebody that does understand that right now. So yeah, massive hello to anyone watching right now. I can actually see myself here on this camera. How very exciting there. So it's pretty cool, really. For some reason, it just says hello on that channel. I'm going to say hello again. See if it actually comes up as a... Yeah, there you go. You'll see it come up and flash up on the screen right now. Somewhere along the lines. I don't know. No, it's too white there. It doesn't show you very clearly. I really do apologise about that. So, yeah, it does actually come up in blue, and there's a spanner on the right hand side. So that shows the moderators that are in the chat. So there we have it. That's how to become a moderator. Very simple and as easy as that. So yeah, if you have any questions in the meantime, come and be the first person to chat. Maybe We Love Great Anglia. Oh, I don't know. If We Love East Anglia, not Great Anglia. I'm thinking about the railway station company. But yeah, We Love East Anglia UK. Although it doesn't say UK. Although it doesn't say UK, it is actually We Love East Anglia on YouTube. And of course, they might be the winner of the prize. But yeah, let's see if we can have at least one person on the chat to say hi tonight. That's what we are waiting for. We may be waiting till next Christmas before we get at least one person tonight to say hello to us. So we are encouraging more people to do that if you wish to do so. So yeah, I'm actually going to read something whilst you're all sort of gearing up to go on the chat at some point, whether it's on the sort of replay of this show, you can actually still comment. But I'm going to actually read something that's, well, I'm going to read something that may well be interesting to the public. Public.
We'll see.
So, yeah, we'll see what people think. And I'm going to, well, basically, flip through here. Okay, there you go. Let's see if we can do something really, really interesting. Okay, the source of your confidence. This is just a title of a paragraph here. Make of it what you will, but of course just listen carefully. If I go wrong at any time, I do apologise, and I'll try to be as good as possible and as perfect as possible as well. And it comes from the UCB word for today, which is United Christian Broadcasters, which is basically a radio station, to, you know, cut it a little bit short here. It does actually say the word God, but of course, yeah, you can believe it or you don't believe it. But I just hope you just get some sort of feeling and enjoyment out of what I'm reading. So
I don't understand it.
Yeah, basically, and sometimes I don't understand it, but yeah, you know. Anyway, God ... the source of your confidence. Those who trust in the Lord cannot be shaken. People are naturally attracted to leaders who convey poise and self-assurance. They won't follow one who lacks self-confidence. An excellent illustration of this is an incident that took place in Russia during the attempted coup. Army tanks encircled the government building and held President Boris Yeltsin and his pro-democracy supporters. As the army moved into position, Yeltsin strode from the building, climbed up on a tank, stared, or is it starred? I can't pronounce that. Stared the commander in the eye. Yeah, it is stared. Beg your pardon. And thanked him for turning to the side of democracy. Later, the commander admitted that although he hadn't intended to go over to Yeltsin's side, the Russian leader appeared so confident the soldiers decided decided to join him. Great achievers exhibit confidence regardless of circumstances. But true confidence doesn't come from having the approval of people around you. The Bible apparently says, "The Lord will be your confidence." Proverbs 3/26 NKJV. It's about knowing He has called you and equipped you to do the job. Paul wrote, we feel certain before God, which is God. It is God who makes us able to do all we do. 2 Corinthians 3/4 to 5:9. NCV. Even though others may not believe in you, knowing God believes in you enables you to believe in yourself. David wrote, many are saying of me, God will not deliver him, but you, Lord, are a shield around me, the one who lifts my head up high. Psalm 3/2 to 3 NIV. A confident leader can say to those who follow him or her, I have confidence in the God who called me. I have confidence in you. I believe that together we can accomplish what God wants done. So there you go. Let's hope the politicians listen to that. But anyway, of course, they don't seem to listen to that, do they? But let's hope one day they do. But anyway, that's the other thing about that. So there you go. I just thought I'd read a sample of that. I didn't read it perfectly, but of course, hopefully you understood most of that. And of course, maybe one day we'll get Julian confident by reading one of these himself. We can try. But yeah. See how difficult it is to read.
I have done read lessons before.
Right, okay, well, I've got to find something really interesting that you would actually do. And, of course, okay. Right, okay, this is a good one. God has a good plan for you. Okay.
Right, okay.
Julian's going to read it out here, and can you read it from a distance or not?
No, not really, no, because I had to...
That's it. Just do it from there.
Right, there we go.
Yeah, don't show the book. Try not to.
Okay, God has good plan for you. Chapter 29, verses 11, Jeremiah. Now, read this scripture, knowing that the plans I have for you, say the Lord. They are plans for good, not disaster. Give to the future and hope in those days when you praying. I will listen. I will end your captivity rather, and restore your fortunes. Verses 11 to 12, 14 NLC. The Israelites went through the long period of suffering because of their sins. 70 years of captivity, but God said, I still have planned for you. The GOE word. Have you sinned and gone through the season of correction and now wondering if God, the GOED means word, has tuned his back on you. God again may correct you, but he will never reject you. 2 chapters later, God again says, in the same group of people I have loved you. My people with the everlasting love, or unfailing love, I have drawn you to myself. I will build you. Jeremiah 31, 3, 4. NLT. On the last paragraph, note the word rebuild. Your life may have fallen apart, but God has rebuilt it. The Bible theme is restoration. King David committed adultery and murder. And when he repented, God fully restored him. And the Bible said, after David has done the will of God on his own generation, he died and he was buried with his ancestors at 1336 NLT. How would you like to have those words on your gravestone? You can. The prodigal son's older brother was angry with his father because he forgave and restored his younger brother. But his father restored him anyway. You cannot undo fact of past time, and God can heal you from all effects of them. The God word, and just come to him today to take that first step. This is of the end of the words.
Thanks be to Julian, and of course that powerful God. So there you go.
That was hard work because I had to hold the book as well.
Yeah, something that you could actually do in your nice and relaxing show that would probably fit that, I would have thought.
Yes, I would have thought a little reading before we start.
So hello to anyone watching and listening right this minute, wherever you are watching, whether you're watching in Haverhill, Best Netherlands, Sudbury, Cambridge, Great Yarmouth, Hitchin, and Hatfield, and just a few other places. Yeah. So what is the time here? Just in case you're wondering, how long are we going?
Another 10 minutes.
Another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll hit the hay, I think. But yeah, of course, we will continue doing or striving at what we are doing and what we believe in. And of course, we believe in committing something really, really interesting for our listeners here. We do have our moderators who are trying to learn how the system works on the YouTube channel. I think they are just new to it, and of course they need to know how to become a moderator, I think. But of course, yeah, I think of course it is a learning process for everybody. No one's perfect in the world. Not everyone is. If you are, you're not living on this planet. But yeah, I even spoke to someone I know in Suffolk today about that. You know, perfect sort of person. There's no such thing, is there? But anyway, we try and strive to do our best here, and we try to entertain you. And of course, we will continue to do our videos to our audience. And if there is anything, just anything out there that you'd love us to do a little bit more often than others, of course, let us know in the chat at any time. That is very, very interesting. And right, of course, I do believe that one moderator, I can't say the word, moderator, wants to come back as a moderator, and I think that person might be watching now, and of course that person is already a moderator and always has been, but of course that person that we're talking about had a bit of time out. So anyway, yeah, hopefully lots of laughs and giggles along the way.
Okay, I'm going to leave you to
and
it now.
And plenty of more to come.
I'm going to
You're going to say goodbye?
Yeah, I'm going to shift it over to my engineering man over here.
To just summarise it all up.
To summarise it all up from the producer.
Yep.
So thanks everybody for joining in, if you are joining in, and do listen to the...
just a quick reminder, Julian, about your nice and relaxing show. We are doing it as a sort of recording at the moment. We were doing it as a live, and we still got them up on the channel. If you have not yet seen them, do give them a watch.
Yes.
And we do have it nice and relaxing on Twitter, as in X now, and please do follow us there if you can. We are also on Truth Social, which is under We Love East Anglia at the moment. It was touring with us, but we decided to use We Love East Anglia for that one. Okay. But we are on Instagram as touring with us, but of course we don't use it very often, but perhaps we could update there at some point. But yeah, we do.
We have no plans.
Facebook. Yeah, we have no plans of doing Instagram at the moment. But yeah, who knows in the future. we will continue to do our scores predictions of the Premiership. Sometimes we televise them, sometimes we don't, and sometimes they'll be on the community section. So it's definitely worth looking out for that. At the moment, it's international break, so of course the crunch games like Liverpool and Man City at the Etihad will be an interesting one. Whether Liverpool will beat them or not, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, there might be some Man City fans watching now thinking, oh, we've got a chance against Liverpool here, being at the Etihad. But anyway, who knows about that one?
It's number 1 and 2.
It could be a draw, could be not.
We'll see.
Could be a loss. But yeah, it's better to know you've lost than to know that you've actually won.
Well, coming back to, don't forget to listen to what I said about the COA.
Yep.
We do need some members there. So.
But yeah, you spoke about that earlier, and regarding the Nice and Relaxing show, I know it fits in with all that kind of stuff, but of course we are doing recordings at the moment, but please do look at the lives that you might have missed, and we did have a couple of copyright issues for that, but of course nothing really major, because we usually use out of copyright stuff, and hopefully one day we'll go to Mixcloud and you can play which you like, Julian, and that means of course you'd have to pay £9 a month to do that, and that's the only problem about that.
Yes.
We can do it through StreamYard, not StreamYard, OBS Studio. I'm getting mixed up with StreamYard now. I don't use StreamYard as much. I don't know how many people do actually.
Well,
there are a few people, but it doesn't really work really much. But
copyright thing is, it's
third-party
over
software.
Over 70 years, it's usual.
But people are tending to actually copy out of copyright stuff and thinking that it's their own music.
It's not their music. They haven't wrote it. So I mean,
which some people may not agree with that.
I'm sorry, but that is being under a little joke there. But I mean, But I mean, he can't just do that. I mean, if it's your own remix or your arrangement, you probably can do that.
Yeah.
But if you haven't written it out, you can't say it's yours.
No.
To be honest with you, I mean, it's not fair. Because people can't play it if you think it's yours, but it's not. You only just played the music. It's not your. It's not you. You haven't wrote it. That's an example. So do bear in mind that the rules are slightly different to music. So. Anyway,
of course, unfortunately, our moderator didn't come on in the end, and we got no prize winner either. No, but I think somebody did watch in at some point. I don't know who it was, but of course, a massive hello to you if you did watch in.
Hello to anybody.
And we appreciate anybody, male, female. We try not to cancel anyone, not on our clocks.
We'll roll on. We'll roll on to next time.
Yeah, we'll do probably an update next time and say hello to you guys, and maybe we can do a show that we encourage people just to say hello, and how's your day and all that kind of thing. Just get interactive. I'm going to leave
it up to my producer to wrap it up now. Okay.
It is, of course, 9:30 here.
Cheerio,
hand something on the lines, they used to say. A bit
Stay
rude,
safe
but
and cheerio.
Yeah, okay, we will say goodbye to you, Julian, for now. Let's see if we can move this along. Move that out of the way. Oh, you're back to me now. So, hello everybody, and yes, we were using actually the, I would say the camera, which of course is used by a software here. I'll just move this around a little bit, that's a little bit easier. So yeah, it was a software which is an app which is connected to the actual phone. You have to have the app on the phone, and of course the app has to be as a program on the laptop. So that is how we were getting that camera, and it's clever how it's done actually. So that is amazing. So yeah, we do a lot of Weatherspoons tours, but somebody did say that we're doing too much of Weatherspoons tours, but that's just unfortunate that of course we happen to do more of that. But the reason why we did it is because one of the videos did receive a lot of views, and of course, yeah, one that we have on the channel from St Neots quite a long sort of time ago. But our very first video that we done on our channel, of course, received 1k views. But we've never had that amount since, which is a bit of a shame. But of course, yeah, hopefully we can build on that, and of course we can, bring it up to the next level of what we are doing here. We try to read the booklet, which comes to UCB Word for Today, which is basically United Christian Broadcasters, which is basically a radio station. If you've not heard of it, give it a listen, then you'll know exactly what this booklet is about in rough details. We do Talk of the Day, which we do probably several a week sometimes, and we catch up with you guys and tell you 5% of the current affairs, and then we move on quickly, and we don't want to talk too much about it, which of course might bore the public. But if anybody does watch on Twitter, as in X, feel free to come and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up like most of you have already done. I think we've had 3 thumbs up. I'm not quite sure if I've got that right, but of course we've at least had that. We really do appreciate it. It means so much on a good level on that. But yeah, I've enjoyed doing this tonight, and I hope you have enjoyed watching this as well. My name is Nick C, which is a stage name that I'll be using, and it will stay for as long as possible. So yeah, there might be a future name change, but of course for now it's going to stay as it is. I just want to keep it simple and easy for you to remember. And I want people coming up to me in the street and saying, "Are you Nick C from not touring, but touring with us?" Okay, so if there's any other people that are watching us from other sources, because some people are not on mobile or even internet, but they watch other people's mobiles and internets, so yeah, massive hello to them out there. They know me well. But yeah, like I say, I do get shouted out or even mobbed in the street sometimes from various different people. I don't know who they are all the time, so yeah, a massive hello to all of you. I even spoke to a guy on the bus recently who came all the way down Haverhill from Birmingham and said his train was 2 hours late. Seems to have crashed for some reason. I don't know how we could get it back. Oh, it's back on, is it? Oh, we're back. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, sometimes it whizzes round, it bluffs, and then it comes back again. But yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologise about that. It can happen from time to time when, of course, streams do bluffer, do keep watching us, because it can only happen occasionally. But yeah, I'm going to leave that racing for your mind, and of course I'm glad that we can come out loud and clear so that you can hear every word that we have said tonight. My many thanks to Juliani Buzzing, who has been absolutely brilliant tonight and had the guts to come out and speak tonight, which of course is the easiest part of the week to come out, like on a Wednesday, that kind of thing. So if there's a particular day that actually suits you better than a Wednesday, let us know in the comments, or even let us know in a poll. We need people answering our polls on the community section of the channel. So we are going to hit the hay now, but we're probably going to watch other things and keep an eye on other channels and see what they are doing. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and we appreciate every sort of minute or second that you watch. Really, really does mean a lot to us. And of course, we might be in Hertfordshire towards the weekend time. keep your eyes peeled for that. But lots of editing to do for various other things that you have not yet seen on the channel yet. So do look out for that. There's something in St Neots that is coming up, and also something in Hertfordshire that is also coming up, which we can't really speak about. So yeah, anyone else coming in the chat here? It says 4 views, but of course it's not coming up on my phone yet. But anyway, of course I'm going to say this now. Thank you and God bless you for watching. Whether you are Dan Wootton, whether you are Calvin Robinson, whether you are anyone that supports them, and anyone else that has been watching, moderators, the lot of you. We try not to counsel you, and we try not to bore you, not on our clocks or watches, if you like to call it that thing. So, yeah, we'll try and do a prize giveaway yet again for anyone that comes on the chat and says the word hello. We'll try that for next time. And we'll just do a general update, okay? How about that for you? Just a general update. That could be a good new show, actually. General update, and we could just talk about anything you like. You don't even have to ask us a question, but of course we appreciate the questions, but of course, yeah, that's why we call it Q&A on this one. But it has been the Touring With Us bonus Q&A live tonight here, and don't forget, this is the way to, of course, subscribe to the channel of Touring With Us if you haven't already, and hit that thumbs up. And that really boosts our subscribers to the next level, and we appreciate the ones that have watched us and of course met us recently as well. One day we can meet with our fans and really engage with our fans, and that way perhaps you get familiar with the live chat as well. But unfortunately we didn't see Jeremy tonight, but of course maybe another night we'll be able to do that. But from me here, myself, Nick C, and on behalf of Juliani Buzzing, I can't even pronounce it, Juliani Buzzing, from the Nice and Relaxing Show, who actually is my co-assistant and helps out as a moderator himself, and many thanks for him who came on today. Like I say, if you do want to be a guest on the show, let us know. You can do it on Together Live, which is a new feature for the YouTube. Then feel free. Give you more details on that as and when I finalise it. It's something to do with being on a radio station that is a local one in Norfolk. I will tell you more details as I finalise it, and I've got everything in place. Just one more thing, and it's always related to travel. That's all I can say for now. So yeah, I'll leave that racing thing in mind for now. Until next time, peace out.